Hey guys, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Welcome to my lecture series. This is my fourth lecture. Hope all of you are enjoying my lectures. I am Rinki Bhowmik, Assistant Professor, JIS College of Engineering. In my fourth lecture, it will be the continuation of electrostatics chapter. I hope you can remember that in my last class we had discussed about Laplace and Poisson's equation. Hope that topic is clear to all of you. Now in this class today we are going to discuss about solution of Laplace equation in spherical plate capacitor. This is a very interesting and very important topic. So let's start the topic. So this is the example. First we have to go through the problem. What is given? Consider two concentric spheres of radii A and B, where A less than B. A is the radius, outer radius, B is the outer radius and A is the inner radius. Therefore, A less than B. The outer sphere is kept at a potential V0 and the inner sphere at zero potential. Now, we have to solve the Laplace equation in spherical coordinates. And by solving the Laplace equation, we have to find potential and electric field in the region between two spheres, and also you have to find the capacitance between them. Now how to do this? In the last class also we had discussed about the spherical coordinate system of the Laplace equation. In Laplace equation, how the Laplace equation actually looks in spherical coordinate system. That is given here, where nabla square v equal to 1 by r square del r of r square del v by del r plus 1 by r square sin theta del theta of sin theta del v by del theta plus 1 by r square sin theta del square v by del phi square. That's why I said in my last lecture also to remember this formula or the expression of the Laplace equation in spherical and as well as in cylindrical coordinate also. So this is about the expression of the Laplace equation in spherical coordinate system. Now since it is in one dimension, that's why this theta and phi, these two coordinates will be 0. Since here we are going to solve it for one dimension, that's why nabla square v equal to 1 by r square del r of r square del v by del r. This term will remain same and rest of the term will be 0. So 1 by r del r of r square del v by del r is equal to 0. So if we solve it, then finally we can get r square del v by del r equal to A. R square del v by del r is equal to, if it is equal to A, then by doing integration what we can get, v equal to minus A by r plus B. This is simply mathematics, there is no physics. The given boundary condition, there are some boundary conditions. If you go through the problem well, then you can get to know about the boundary conditions. At r equal to b, v equal to v0, and at r equal to a, v equal to 0. This is the boundary condition. When we'll apply this boundary condition in the last equation, then we can get these two equations, v0 equal to minus a by b plus b and also 0 equal to minus a by a plus b. If we solve these two equations, by solving these two equations we can get a equal to plus v0 1 by a minus 1 by b. To to get this, actually we have to subtract these two equations. V naught minus 0 is equal to minus A by B plus A by A is equal to A into 1 by A minus 1 by B. This is simply mathematics. Now if we put this value over here, then we can get the value of the constant capital E. So this is the equation A and B. Now if we put this expression of A and B, then finally we can get the final expression of capital V, which is V naught 1 by R plus 1 by B by 1 by A minus 1 by B. Okay, so this is the final expression of the potential. Now we have to know the electric field. Now this is the relation between E and V. E equal to minus nabla V. So therefore minus del V by del rho A cap. So if we do this derivative, then we can get E equal to V naught by R square 1 by A minus 1 by B A cap volt per meter. This is the unit of the electric field. So this is about the electric field. So this is the expression of the potential and this is the expression of the electric field. Thus for the spherical capacitor, we can solve the Laplace equation and we can get to know the potential and the electric field. Now how to find the capacitance? See, we know that D equal to epsilon E. So from here we can be able to get D equal to epsilon E. In the previous slide already we had the expression of the electric field. So if we put this expression, then we can get D. So D is equal to rho S. Okay, so here finally the charge density rho S equal to epsilon V naught by A square 1 by A minus 1 by B coulomb per meter square at R equal to A. This is the charge density. Now the capacitance is equal to Q by Vs, where Q equal to 4 pi A square rho S. So this is the rho S. Now if we put this expression over here, then we can get the capacitance. And the unit is farad. Now this is simply a numerical. The theory already we have done for parallel plate capacitor, that is spherical capacitor plate actually. Now this is the numerical. First go through the numerical. What is given here? Two parallel conducting discs are separated by a distance 5 mm at Z equal to 0 and Z equal to 5 mm. If V equal to 0 at Z equal to 0 and V equal to 100 at Z equal to 5 mm, find the electric field on the disc. Therefore the same method, nabla square V equal to del square V by del Z square equal to 0. That is, therefore V equal to AZ plus B. This we can get by the integration, simple integration we can get V. Next, again we have to apply the boundary condition. The same method, at Z equal to 0, V equal to 0, at Z equal to 5, V equal to 100. So if we put this boundary condition, then finally we have A, and from A we can, if we put this value, then we can get the potential V. Now the electric field E equal to minus nabla V. So del V by del rho A cap, del V by del rho del phi 1 by rho A phi cap, del V by del Z A Z cap. So E equal to minus del V by del Z A Z, because X and Y for those two coordinates E will be 0. That's why E equal to minus del V by del Z A Z is equal to minus 20 into 10 cube A Z. This is actually nothing but the expression of or the value of electric field E. So by doing the same method or by applying the theory, we can do any numerical regarding this topic. So first we have to go through the new theory well, then only we can do the numerical. So this is about today's lecture. Hope all the lectures are clear. So if there is any question, you can write the question or you can give the question in the comment box. So thank you for today.